We're back with Guy Djoken, the head of the NAACP here in Frederick County. Our last segment, unfortunately, but we want to learn more about him, the man. So, Guy, what do you do just for fun? What's your hobby?
Okay, hobby. The hobby I took from about 20 years ago is to play with stamps. I'm a stamp collector.
And I love this reason why. Why do you love stamps?
Stamps, first of all, they are fun. They are beautiful. You use stamps to defeat diseases like polio and things like that, get people aware of this. But the most powerful reason for me is the fact that the stamps are more powerful than weapons. You might have someone there who doesn't want to listen to you, in a different country fighting, they don't want to listen to you, but you will take a small piece of stamp, put on an envelope, send it there. It's going to go through all this dictatorship, all these people who don't want people to communicate and get to the person on their side of the world. And I see that to be fascinating. For me, stamp will bring the world together.
I love that. It fits you, to say the least. Let's discuss your family. I love the family. You've been married to Jinjin.
Yeah, Jinjin.
For 3 years now.
Yes.
Okay, she's from China.
Yeah.
How would she describe you?
That's a good question. Stubborn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I think maybe I'll stop here and let you ask her.
Okay.
Yeah, she would say I'm stubborn.
Stubborn.
Yeah, because
And the two of you met in Hawaii?
yes, we
Okay,
met in Hawaii.
all right.
I
And
went
you make
there
your
for a
life here
short-
in Frederick?
Yeah,
All right.
actually she came. I invited her to come and see Frederick.
First.
She came and then she liked it.
Okay.
She went and she came back, so.
So 3 years.
Yeah.
And counting.
Yeah, and counting.
No children yet of your own,
Yes.
but you're a stepdad.
Stepdad.
Okay.
2 beautiful kids, and they are now in China.
Wonderful, wonderful.
They come here for summer, though.
Okay, so they're in China for the
Yeah, and they come here
part
for
of the
summer.
year. Okay, excellent. Are you a man of faith?
Yes. I was born a Catholic, in a Catholic family. So that's the church I know the most. But I'll
Who would have
learn.
thunk that? It's amazing.
But I learned, like in other things, I learned that actually there was God before the religions. And after the man, religion is somehow man-made. 2,000 years, 3,000 years, they've been man and river for how many years? So I try to stay above the religion as much as can, because that connection with God is there. I don't need a book. I don't need someone to tell me that I need that inspiration. And usually before sleeping, I do have that prayer.
Amazing. You mentioned previously Gandhi and Martin Luther King as people that fought the good struggle.
Yeah.
Who, beyond them, who are your role models, your personal role models?
The first one would be my mom.
Right, and there's a beautiful poem about his mom in this book that I highly recommend that you read. So why your mom?
My mom, because she taught me to be, actually I like to say that I am who she was. Yes. My mom taught me to be myself, to be, integrity was one thing with her, and then stand up for what is right, and nothing will stop me but my mind. If you think you can do something, you'll definitely be able to do it. And she gave me all this. I think that's the best thing you can give to someone. I don't think she had given money, maybe money will be gone, but she gave me the power to make it myself.
Right. Is that where you, when Guy writes for the Gazette, you run the Center for Peace, you're head of the NAACP, you really reach out to people, you build trust, you get beyond the face or the religion or the facade to really build connections, but you come across as such a man of peace. I mean, just talking to you today, you just want to, you got the right message, you just get it. So where does that come from?
I would say again from my mom. Yeah, she put me in the right directions, and also my dad, who taught me how to read. Actually having this role model, reading about Gandhi, reading about Luther King, knowing that Nelson Mandela was in jail, he was in jail, and anytime they can say, okay, we are going to free you, but only if you agree to exile. He said no.
Exactly.
What's the point? Me being free is not about me, it's about my people. So learning about these people, and knowing that Gandhi once said that you can be the happiest man in jail. And I believe him. Because if you are doing the right thing, you know that there are things you can change. Fight, give all your energy to change that. The things that are beyond you, the things you could not change, don't spend the slightest energy on that. And then accept whatever comes, as a result.
Are you doing your life's work? Is this what you were put on this planet to do?
I think so. I think my mission is to do the little I can do to try to make our place a better place.
And you're doing it. Do you think that you're a role model? You go into the schools, you talk about your poetry, about your work, about the NAACP. Are you a role model?
I would like to be a role model. I'm trying. I'm working very hard to be a role model. I would say that. I'm still working. It's not something that you can just achieve. And yeah, because did I do well? No. Could you do better? There's always that yes. So I'll try to be a role model.
Guy, you are an immigrant. You are an African. You're a man of color. You yourself have felt the sting of racism. Yes, true. Yes. How do you personally get past that?
First of all, someone who is acting against another person based on the prejudice of race, religion, or whatever, it might come from ignorance. It might come from they were taught by some people didn't know better. So there are many reasons. So anytime I have that opportunity, for me, I also take it as an opportunity to educate others. That's
what I think is so amazing. It could be a negative thing, but you see it as an opportunity.
Turn it as an opportunity to get people better, because I've been able to chat with people who were able to tell me after interacting with me that they are really happy to have met me, because after our discussion they realized that they were in the wrong. And if you have someone telling you that once, I'm telling you, go and sleep a happy man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So,
what advice would you give to other people who look at you and say, I want to follow in Guy's footsteps, I want to get involved in the civil rights movement, I want to make a difference too? What advice would you give to those people?
The advice I will give is to have, try to have a purpose in life, rather more than just trying to have the materials, because we all live, and it doesn't matter how beautiful car, beautiful, but if you have a purpose in life, if you live, there are people who came down here and live 10 years, but within those 10 years were able to make a significant improvement to the quality of life of other human beings. So if you have a purpose, why are we here? And what is going to outlive us? I think if you have a sense of purpose beyond the mundane, like cars and things like that, I think, and stay true to that. Try to do something that's meaningful, not only for you, but for the community as a whole.
And that's how you live your life.
That's how I live.
You're a man
life.
of purpose.
Definitely. I try to achieve that, yeah.
That's amazing. You touch on this. I'm going to end with this one question. All your experience to date, what is the number one key to ending racism?
The number one key to ending racism is to give the other person the benefits of the doubt. That means you are open and try to educate. But if you realize that this is the root of the evil, you have to fight to defeat it. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Because if you say, okay, it's just me, I'm going to turn around, you're hurting 10 other people, 1,000, 100,000 more people after you.
Don't let it
because that
go.
person is not going to stop right there.
Don't let it go.
Don't let it go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Profiles. Join us next time to learn more about the private sides of Frederick County's most public profiles. Thank you, G, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Linda.